Welcome to the Lead Pedal Podcast with your host, Bruce Outridge, where he talks all things trucking. Now let's get rolling.
Now, our next story here is with CVSA. And CVSA, of course, they do road check every year. And this is May 13th to 15th this year. And I was surprised when I was looking at this as to what they're going to be focusing on. Tires are a big thing. So they're focusing on low tread depth, audible air leaks, flat tires, belt material and casings exposed to tread sidewall separation, bulges in the sidewall, improper repairs such as rubber coated plugs in the sidewall, and other things lodged in between the dualies like rocks and that kind of thing. But they're also focusing on records of duty status. And I thought the whole reason for going with an electronic login device was so that we didn't have to worry about electronic login devices and the duty statuses. They are actually focusing on if your electronic logging devices, the tampering part of it. So, tampering with it, changing, falsifying logs, ghost drivers, claiming a co-driver when there is no co-driver present. Oh yeah, they're sleeping in the bunk. You ever see that on the highway when they've got that the HOV lane for two people? Someone puts a dummy in there. Guess what? Same thing going on here, apparently. Improper use of personal conveyance. This is a big thing because there's a big difference between personal conveyance in Canada and personal conveyance in the U.S. as far as the duties of status. So knowing that for sure. Improper use of exceptions, including adverse driving conditions. So, adverse driving conditions, we've talked about this many times on the podcast, that it's not meant to be something you use all the time. In 25 years of driving, I probably used it probably a handful of times. There's a lot of people are just using it because they're running late, and that's not what you use adverse driving conditions for. So they're going to be focused on that and recording off-duty time while performing work for a motor carrier or non-motor carrier. So, hey, you say you're off, but you're actually driving for somebody else. That's going to get you in trouble. So that's what they're looking for as far as road check this year. They're going to be looking into that for sure as well. All right, my friends, we'll talk to you later. Subscribe to the podcast wherever you get it, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
This has been another episode of the Lead Pedal Podcast. For more information or to subscribe to the podcast, visit theleadpedalpodcast.com and be sure to follow the podcast on Facebook and Twitter.